1983, I went to a funeral for an aunt whose home was quite special to me, and she had been very active in building a community church. And the church was just like yours. It was growing in stages, but what there was just the foundation, the walls, the stained glass windows were cemented into place. There was no roof, there were no pews, and the funeral we sat on wooden planks that had boards at the end. And all of a sudden, the sun started to shine. I can still remember the day. And all the world was beautiful, the colors were bright, and I fell in love with stained glass. So that never did I ever forget this thought. And as the time went by, the Depression was just getting over. And in our town, we had the movies on Friday night. I don't know whether any of you ever lived through anything like that or not. And they came in and they had free movies for all of the farm people, and everyone came into town to shop. And so I would go with my family, and the minute that the car would stop, I would jump out of the car and run as fast as I could to the far north end of town where the Lutheran church stood on a great, huge, white Lutheran church. And I would get there right at twilight time, and all by myself. And then the secret that no one really knew about, I walked into that church through a back door, sat in the sanctuary all alone, and watched the sun fade and the colors change. And this I did over and over and over again. And so, you see, I do have a really connection with the Lutheran Church. And when Pat Brennan Horner walked into my door, my studio here in Delaware, and asked if I would be interested in making the 2 windows for her mother's memorial, I couldn't have been more happy. So, let's begin.